Alright, so moving on to the next question. Question number 3. Tim has two bags of marbles, A and B. Bag A and bag B has both different number of white, red, and yellow marbles. So this is where the process is starting. So you have to read this very carefully. Now it says that Tim also has an ordinary fair six-sided dice. He rolls the dice. If he obtains a 1 or 2, he chooses two marbles from bag at random from bag A without replacement. So this is very crucial, yeah, without replacement. If he obtains 3, 4, 5, or 6, he chooses two marbles from random from bag B without replacement as well. Okay, so if he gets a 1 or 2, he takes two marbles from A. If he gets a 3, 4, 5, and 6, he chooses two marbles from random bag B. Okay, now we want to find the probability marbles are both white. So we don't care about whether this is going to come from bag A or bag B. So there's a two possibility here. So we want to find the probability of getting it from bag A, then we want to get white and white, right? So that would mean in order to get the probability of A, which means we would have to obtain 1 or 2, right? So that probability would be 2 over 6, correct? Now next is obtaining white. Now let's say, okay, I've wrote down 1 or 2. Then I would have to take two marbles from random bag A. The probability of getting a white would be 8 over, your total is 12 plus 15, 8 over 15, yeah? Then you're going to take another marble and you want to know the probability of getting another white. Now remember that without replacement, you're not going to put back what you got. So, which means that your number of white is going to be 7 and your total number in the bar, total marbles in the bag is going to be 14 instead of 15. Yeah. Now you'd get a probability of 4 over 45. Okay. Now we're not done. We're going to move on to the next probability, which is probability of getting a marble from bag B, and we still get white and white as well, right? So the probability of getting a bag from bag B is going to be 4 over 6 because there are 4 numbers, right? Now there are 6 white marbles and there's a total of 13, 15 as well. Yeah, 15. So we have 6 over 15 times 5 over 14. Yep. Okay. And you'll get 2 over 21. Okay. Now you've found out both different possibilities of the probability, right? As long as you're getting both whites. So what you're going to do is the probability of getting both whites is actually equals to the probability of getting a white from bag A and probability of getting whites from bag B. Yeah, so you've already found these two probabilities in the previous workings. So it's going to be 4 over 45 plus 2 over 21, which you will get 58 over 381. Okay. Oops, sorry, not 381, 315. Yeah. There you go. Now moving on to the next question, part B, we want to find the probability that two marbles come from bag B given, right? So this is a big indicator that it's going to be a conditional probability. So find the probability that the two marbles come from bag B given that one is white and one is red. So we have two probability here. Probability of A is going to be from bag B. Okay, probability of B, which is your given, is going to be 1 white, 1 red. Yeah, so which means in the conditional probability, what you would write is going to be probability of A given B is equals to probability of A intersecting with B divided by probability of B. Okay, now what you want to do first is you actually need to find the probability of A intersecting B. So first, probability of A intersecting B is actually equals to probability of getting from a bag B, and then you want 1 white and 1 red. Okay, be careful, there's two possibilities here. Getting a white red plus probability of blue getting red and white. Yeah, because the question didn't mention about the sequence of which one should come first, so we have to list down the possibilities of getting a red white as well. So probability of getting B is going to be 4 over 6 times getting a white would be from bag B is 6 over 15 right? So assuming that's still without replacement because this sentence lies before the part, so which means it's going to apply throughout the question. And red is 7, yeah? So times 7 over 14. So plus, so there's not much difference. The probability is quite the same as the first one. So we're just going to copy 4 over 6 times, but in this case we're getting red first, then we're getting white. Oh, red is actually 7 over 15, then 6 over 14, yeah? And the answer here is 4 over 15. Okay, great. Now you're not done because you actually need to find the probability of B. And probability of B is getting 1 white and 1 red. So this is quite of a lengthy formula, right? So probability of B is going to be equals to probability of white and red. Yeah, correct. So white and red can be similar from the previous part, okay? Previous part only covers on bag B. What we need to do is we actually need to find from bag A as well. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to write down probability of A, white, red, and I'm just going to multiply this by 2 because we're going to have red and white again, which is the same probability, okay? So find probability of B, white, red, times 2. So this part I'll just copy and paste from the previous answer because that's the same thing, okay? So for probability of A, we're going to start with 2 over 6 times the white from bag A, which is 8 over 15, times the red from bag A, which is 4 over 14, yeah? And don't forget, we're going to multiply this whole thing by times 2 because we're going to have a from bag A, red and white as well. This is only white and red, so we want to get red and white, okay? Second part is just 4 over 15. And we would get 116 over 315. Great. Now, we found both of the requirements in order to fulfill the conditional probability. All we have to do now is just sub in these values, okay? So the probability of A given B is going to be equals to 4 over 15 divided by 116 over 315. And your final answer should be 21 over 29. Yep.